I watched the Moody Booty podcast all the way through. And bitch, you better not lie about that eating booty question. Be for real.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Moody Booty Podcast. I am your host, Alasia Shea. Oh, and if you guys are returning, thank you guys so much. Okay, so by the title of this video, I'm pretty sure I'm going to name it something like, My Man Just Left Me. My man just left me, you know? And I'm thugging through it, I feel affected by it in a weird way, like, smile aside and glowingness aside, because I feel like I'm glowing. I feel like sad. I feel like it's a Sunday going, like, and Monday's tomorrow. Like, it's that feeling. I feel uncomfortable. I feel homesick. Like, that's how I feel. And I really feel like it's because I feel like he babied me the whole time we were together, to where now that he's gone, it's like I noticed that absence, if that makes sense. And anyways, because it's on my mind, I kind of just want to like talk to you guys about my weekend with my man. So this week, okay, so let's skip, or let's rewind 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks ago I was on my period, right? So then skip to this past week, your girl was PMSing. And one thing about me is normally I will PMS before my period, then I'll be emotional during my period and horny. And then after that, I'm like, cool. Well, it was reversed this time. Like, it was like I was cool before my period came, and then, whoa, I'm lying. I was a mess before my period, as a matter of fact. What am I even talking about? Anyways, mess before my period, mess during my period, and then PMSing hard after my period. And for those who don't know what PMS is, the best way I could describe it, it's like you are super hypersensitive. Excuse me. You're super hypersensitive to everything, including yourself. Like, you quite literally could be pissing yourself off. You breathing, like you having to speak, like everything is fucking annoying. And, anyways, so you're super hypersensitive to everything, and it usually pours out with rage. So you're just flipping shit. You usually just don't even want to be around anybody. And if you are around anybody, more than likely you're pissed the fuck off. Period. So that's what this week was. I felt like there was definitely like some good times throughout the week, but for the most part I just felt it, you know? And if I had to be completely honest, I do feel like it played a part in me just missing my man. I feel like I missed him, and I'm gonna say that every time. So anyways, I forget if I mentioned it. I just kind of wanted to like jump on the pod and just kind of tell you guys about my weekend. Just like give flowers to my man. Yeah. So, okay, so we knew that so for a couple of weeks now, we were making talk about going out of the city, just having like, a weekend to ourselves, things like that. Well, and so to tell you this part, so those specific plans, we were supposed to book an Airbnb because there are Airbnb stays on a boat. So like the boat has like a room in it and everything, and you're like parked on the dock. I don't think you drive it or anything like that, but it's just like how romantic and cute is that way? So yeah, those were the plans, but then that just wound up not happening. So we're gonna save that, keep it in our back pocket for a future little date or whatever. But this weekend, it was just like really, really cool, chill, simple vibes. I'm gonna get to the sex in a minute. So anyways, yeah, so I'm trying to like get everything together. So that was that week. Plans wound up changing. Let's just skip to yesterday in particular. So yesterday, I feel like I haven't really gotten dressed or like did anything like with my makeup specifically in a minute. And typically, okay, so it is getting warmer. I'm in a state where, it's starting to get a little warmed up. And usually in the summertime, I don't even like to do my makeup. I just don't like it, right? And then there's some girls who could do their makeup and they use like two things. And it's just like, girl, how do you look like that? And how do I look like you? And so yesterday, I wanted to kind of like get dolled out for my knee and everything else. And anyways, I was like, okay, like, let's do a light beat. But even with my light beats, I usually still add the foundation. Like, it's still a full process. I still do my eyebrows. Like, it's a whole thing. And yesterday, I tried something completely different. And I'm sorry, like I said, I'm going to tell you about my weekend. So I'm going to give you the breakdown of everything. And I'm going to start with my makeup. So, I took a shower, whatever, and then I was just like, yeah, do a light beat. So, little breakdown really quick for the girlies, if you care. So what I have no foundation on my face right now at all. Can you see? Can you see? No foundation, right? But on my eyelids, so I started with my eyelids. No. I started with primer first, did primer, and then I did like a little concealer over my eye because I knew I wanted to do wings, which is what I did. And so I did just a little bit of concealer because I didn't want it to be noticeable. I just wanted it to kind of like brighten up my face a little bit. So I did that, and then I did a little bronzer over my eyelid, literally just a little, like not too much at all. And then I did my wings, I did a little highlight, I did some blush, and just like a light little contour with some highlight on my cheekbones and everything. So I just feel this is exactly how I looked yesterday, except for my hair looked different. And I just feel cute. I don't know. I feel cute, and so I feel like that added to my feeling around him yesterday, just because I felt good. I mean, I would have felt good in a clean skin, or a clean face, I mean, but I hadn't worn makeup in a minute, and so I was just, I don't know, like everything was just so cute. And then I had my cute little outfit on and everything, and he was waiting for me to get done. So where I live, there's actually a dog park very close by. So he had Mish, which is his puppy, and he took her to the dog park while I was finishing up getting ready. And I don't know, I feel like it was just kind of like building the excitement, just like knowing that like mommy was waiting for me. And anyways, so I walk over there, which was a walk and a half, let me tell you, and I was not wearing good shoes at all. It was super annoying, but whatever. And so I get to him, and Misha's all excited to see me, and then he's super excited to see me. I'm super excited to see the both of them. I sit on the opposite side of the gate though, because I was looking cute, and I didn't want Misha to jump on me. So I sit on the opposite side of the gate, but he was like, "Damn, babe, like you look real good." And I was like, "Thank you." And then like the whole time, even like at the park, he just kept saying it. He was like, "Nah, like you look real good." And I was just like, "Thank you, Papas. Like, thank you." And anyways, so we're there, we're hanging out, and it was just cool. We were both like throwing Misha the ball, like it was just like a whole vibe. And then the weather, oh my god, the weather felt so good. There was like a lot of shade out over there. It was just nice. And I don't know, I just feel like it was just, I don't know, like just the reuniting, like you guys know how it feels, like you know. And so it was really, really nice. And we were able to spend the whole day with Mish at that. So once we leave the dog park, we head over to the outlets. And so he made a joke. I was just like, "Oh my god, my shoes are so annoying." This is like when we were still at the dog park, and I was like, "My shoes are so annoying." They were like making the flop sound, but they're not supposed to flop, like they should just fit. And he was like, "I'm not gonna lie, those are kind of grannies, like we may have to get you some more shoes when we get to the outlets or whatever." So that's exactly what we said. Oh, 1 second, I may make a cut right here, so it's not gonna take forever, but I'm gonna show you the shoes that I got. A little secret, I'm a Croc girl. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, so I feel like these low-key look kind of big on camera, but I'm gonna say it's 10. I'm gonna just say that. So anyways, I got some orange Crocs. Oh shit. I got some orange Crocs. Yesterday I was before that I was wearing yellow like sandals, and I was wearing like my top was a yellow and orange top, so the Crocs just was everything. So we got those, and then we had Mish, and then we went to a couple stores. We went to Adidas. We went to there wasn't a Crocs there. There was like a flip-flop place there. That's where I got my Crocs. We went to Rue 21. We went to go get something to eat, and then I feel like I may be missing something. I forget. But after that, Mish was just kind of done. Like, we tore her up at the park, so she was already tired from that. And then we had her walk in all of the outlets, so she was just beat. So then we had, like, I don't know, and another part that I just loved. So when we were on our way taking Mish to the back to the house, I don't know why, but we just kept getting lost on the road, which was even more fun because, like, I love a good little car ride. Like, chef's kiss. And I don't know, it was just nice. Like, you already know, like, I don't care if it's even with like family members or your friends, your partner, co-workers, like when the vibe is there and you're just enjoying yourself and it just feels free in that way, it's just bliss every time. And so yesterday, that's just the feeling that I got. So that was that. The car ride was everything. And we take her back to the house, and then we stop at his mom's house, hanging out with them for a little bit. And that was really, really nice to see his mom. One thing about me, which I'll talk about in my other podcast, like future episodes, I have very intense anxiety, and so one thing that I'm working on is just showing face a lot more. And so yesterday it was just like, it was comfortable and it felt nice, and like I said, I felt good. So it was really, really good to just pop out, show face, socialize and stuff like that. Then we went upstairs. Anyways, and then so after that we left, and then after that we left, and then what happened? Oh, so then we're going back to my place. Oh, I think we were trying to figure out dinner too, whatever. And so we were, anyways, the ride from his place back to my place took forever. And he was like, man, bro, I don't know what's taking us long. And I was like, I don't know, Papa, I'm feeling it. And I don't know, like the music vibes was cool. Like everything was just, it was just cool. Like, I don't know. And we just had like a really, really, really great day. Like that's, I can't really speak on it too much, like, and that's why I'm just giving you guys detail per detail, just because I enjoyed it that much and I cared enough to tell you guys. Literally, I'll get to this morning and everything too, but like I literally was yearning to be able to start doing this podcast because I just wanted to be able to talk about it. Like, anyways, so yesterday we, like I said, we leave his house, we get back to my house, and what happened? So the Kings game, and whoever else they were playing, I don't even know. But he just kept going in like, oh, you don't even know what this means for our city. And so he was all excited for that, and I gave him his time because like I'm not really too much into sports. Like you really just, it's like for me to sit there and watch with you, like you're gonna have to explain to me every little detail, and it's just not gonna be fun. So while he did that, I took a nice little shower, got her all together and everything else. So did that, and then literally, so after I got out of the shower, bounced out in my little tie-dye thong with my little crop top, and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna go get some water. And he was like, damn, okay, cheeks. And I was like, yeah. In my head I say yeah because I'm just like, yeah, you know. But anyway, so it was just like, you know, enjoying the vibes around the house, let him enjoy his game. And then we started watching a movie. What is it? Inside Man with Denzel Washington. Am I saying that right? I forget. But anyways, so we did that, and then, you know, he just kept feeling on a real one, and I was like, Thoron, like if you're gonna do this, then like I'm just gonna turn the movie off because I can't do both of them. And so anyway, so yeah, so we're on the couch for a minute, and I was trying to, you know, ignore everything else, but yeah, so one thing led to another, and the TV definitely got turned off, and then we went to my room, and then it was just like more vibes. Oh no, first I was like, shower, you need that. And so, not need that, like, you know, but I'm just like a type of way, like before anything, like, let's go shower. And so I'm not gonna say too much, but anyway, so the shower happens, and so then I forget what happened. Get out the shower. I feel like I fucked part of the story up. Maybe he wanted to take a shower first, and then we started the movie. I think that's what happened. Okay. So if I told him that I wanted him to take a shower, I think that something may have happened that he probably was like, both of us were probably trying to start something. And anyway, so and then so I said to go take a shower or whatever. So okay, I remember. So by the time he got out the shower, some time had went by, and he calls me. He was like, "Hey, where you at?" And I was just like, "I'm on the couch." He was like, "You don't want to watch the movie in the bed?" Oh, okay. And I was like, "Oh no, like I just thought that like we could do it on the watch on the couch." And so he's like, "Okay, I'm coming." So we start the movie, and then I gave you guys the details. It wasn't even able to get. I don't even think we were all of 10 minutes in. Movie gets shut off. Comes back into the room. And it was just like magic from there. I don't know. Stop. I'm getting so shy and everything else. Also, I'm trying to remember it, but also I'm trying to also keep it like clean. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to say too much, but a couple times. Let me just say that. A couple times every time. And then we went to So shout out to his cousin's girlfriend because it was her birthday yesterday too, and we were gonna be going to the movies with them, but my man sips. and he was a little turned. And so I was down to go, but anyway, so it didn't wind up happening because okay, so I get ready, right? I get ready. He's getting ready too, and then he just falls into my bed and he was like, we're not going. And I was like, damn. But anyway, so like that was gonna happen too, but then we just wound up staying in. Later that like quickly after canceling plans with them, we wound up going to get something to eat. That was the whole car situation in itself. So yeah, that was that. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. Oh, and then this morning. A couple times, okay? But here, let me see here. Okay, so then after, a couple more times, I was like, I'm so hungry, so I went to go get us breakfast this morning, and I came back. Oh, side note, sorry for shaking you. Side note, I was so teed off. So he wanted I stopped at 2 different places. I got a breakfast burrito, he got McDonald's, and he wanted a high C. And so, okay, cool, no problem, whatever. Gets the high C. I'm literally driving all the way back home. Okay, let's really talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Driving all the way back home, pulling in to my spot. I don't know how the high C cup felt the need to jump all the way out of the cup holder all over my passenger floor. Like, sick of myself. And all of the things that I endure, like, every time. So, anyways, irritated. So brings the food back upstairs. Tells him what happened. He's like, what's wrong? And I was just like, I brought you your food. He's like, okay, thank you. Like, what's the problem? He's like, what's wrong with you? And I was just like, I dropped your juice all over my floor. He was like, oh, it's okay. He's like, I'm sorry, da da da. And I was like, no, it's okay. Like, I wanted to get you a new one, but then such and such wasn't even open yet, because this was all around like 7 in the morning. A lot of the corner stores weren't open yet. So he's like, it's good. Like, just get into bed. We can eat together, da da da. He is also like he enjoys his sleep. So after breakfast, he wanted to pass him back out. And around this time, I was working on my podcast for you guys. And so, another update, because I told you guys I would keep you in the loop because we're growing together. Here, let me make sure. Okay, this is still on. So I told you guys that I wanted to create my moody bags for my guests. And so I'm working on another little item to put in my moody bag, which I ordered. I purchased it already. And so she should be on her way here. Okay, side tip. Not even tip. It's not a tip. It's a rant. Irritated because when I made the purchase, I was able to pay with Apple Pay, right? And so it gives you like a little pop-up saying like, do you want to keep your email private or do you want to share it? I don't know why I just got stuffy all of a sudden. I just swallowed it. Yeah. Anyways, so I did whatever I did. What did I say I did? Made the purchase, the email thing. Got it. So with the email thing, I'm thinking that it was just not going to I don't know. Like, what's the point of saying, I don't know. I just felt like, okay, I don't want it broadcast if that's what it means. But at the same time, like, if the merchandise person, whoever, if they need I just felt like, why? I don't know. Now, at this point, it doesn't even make sense, and I know I'm ranting in a really annoying way, but what I'm saying is it just didn't make sense. Like, I felt like if you're going to give that pop-up, there must be a reason for me to be like, oh, okay, hide it. Whole time, me saying hide my email, Apple generated a fake email, which doesn't give you, like, a login or password. At least I don't know how to get to it. And so when they sent, like, the tracking number to my purchase, I don't have no way to check where that email is, how to log in. It took me I probably spent a cool 30 to 45 minutes trying to reset passwords, reading like Reddit articles and shit like that on how to access this, like, what is it? It's like a no reply Apple ID or something like that. Anyways, long story short, I still don't know how to access it. And I sent the email to one of the people who I bought from. Here's hoping I get a response back. I basically was just like, hey, can you actually please use my email? I don't really know how to access this one, blah, 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 blah. So that's what I did this morning. Stay tuned, because I feel like I almost thought about, so sorry to get off topic about my boyfriend story. Sorry, but I don't know if I want to, I'm like all over the place right now. Okay, let me think. Okay. I'm trying to think. Well, let me think. See, now I'm blanking. Like, now I have nothing to say. Like, it ain't nothing up here. thinking and is thinking. Like there's like nothing going on right now. I don't got nothing to say. Thinking still. See, this is a side note. This is why I enjoy YouTube, because you can make as many cuts. You guys would have never known this happened, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just, keep it live as if this was live. Okay, so let me try to go back. Okay, so hit her up, the email thing. So we're going to wait on that. Oh, Moody bags, items. Oh, okay, so that's what I was saying. Oh, I'm so sorry. So what I was saying was, lost it again. Yeah, lost it. And I'm not even trying to be funny right now. This is like really disgusting for me. Oh, okay. I think I remember. I don't know if I want to wait until all of the goodies are here to show you guys everything at one time, or if I want to show you as it comes in. If anybody has preferences, or if you care enough to leave a comment to let me know what you would like, let me know. Anyway, so going back to my story, where did I leave off? Damn it. It's gonna take fucking forever. Excuse me. What did I leave off at? Oh, so this morning. So I'm spending time, coming up with like future podcast episodes and things like that, trying to see like where I want to go with it and everything. And what brought today's episode up is because as I'm in bed, he's at the front of the bed going to sleep. I'm at the bottom of the bed. And it's just like, it just felt vibey and comfortable. To put stuff into context, I'm not even going to do him like that to share a picture with you guys, but he's wrapped into a pregnancy pillow, using my weighted blanket, knocked, slumped, comfortable as hell. It's like I said, about 7:30 around this time. It's still breezy, the window's open. It's just vibes, and, side note to that too, does your partner, if you ever had an idea or an interest, whether that be a purchase that you made or something that you're watching, and they're just acting like they're too damn good, like making it seem like that's stupid or you're immature or just anything, not being rude about it, but just like, I'm not interested in that. And then in 2 seconds you look over and you're just like, oh, you're not interested in it? Okay. So anyways, 2 different scenarios where he would have saw my weighted blanket, which he was sleeping with, or when he saw my pregnancy pillow, which is my mom's. Anyways, he would be like, oh my gosh, like, you're so dramatic. Like, what does that even do? Like, oh my gosh, like, not you wrapped up in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so anyways, it was cute. Got some pictures, definitely did. So yeah, anyways, so that happened. Oh, and then I got stressed out with the Apple ID thing, which I already talked to you guys about. So by that point, like, as soon as I pulled my head out of my phone, doing like all the research and everything, still couldn't help myself with the purchase. I want to just laying down with my man, you know what I'm saying? And then he you know what I'm saying? Happened a couple more times. And I don't know, it was just like a really, really good morning. And then we just knocked out for a couple hours. And then around like 2 o'clock or so, maybe like 2:30, we both got up. I connected with my mom a little bit. She brought me some barbecue. Like, it was just vibes. It was vibes. Hung out with him a little more before he left. And now I'm here and I'm talking with you guys and I'm really, really sad. Oh my gosh. Okay, little TMI. Okay, so me and him we were having a conversation like minutes before he was leaving. And he grabs my hands, both of them at the same time, as if you're about to do your vows. Like, picture that. And I'm not going to say, like, what he said because, whatever. But it was just, like, literally, it was just so cute that it actually brought tears to my eyes. And he had looked down when I started tearing up, so he didn't see that I was starting to tear up. And so by the time he looked at me, my face was down. And he was like, are you crying? I was like, yes. And he was like, baby, why are you so emotional? And I was like, I don't know. Like, it was a whole thing like that. And, sorry, so, yeah, I'm just, like, in a really good mood today. And so, yeah, that's how everything, ended with my man. Oh, okay, so I wanted to catch you guys up on the vibes, right? So that all happened. I really should have had these links up before I, came to you guys, because I don't want to take too much time away from why you guys are even here. And I don't want to make too much cuts because we're live. But one thing about a big production podcast, understand that a lot of people who are, who have a production type podcast, there's so many people in the background doing other tasks. Like, if I had like a production, like somebody would have, did this part for me. So give me grace and be patient. Okay. Let me see here. Okay, let me try to find it really quick. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's at the bottom. But, okay, so I have 2 quizzes that I want to take with you guys. If you have time, and if you don't, bye! So what I wanted to do was, I wanted to take, just because how I feel right now, I wanted to take the love language quiz. Side note, I've taken this at least twice and I forget what I am. So after just feeling like, okay, after the weekend, but just feeling, in the vibes, I wanted to just kind of like see, you know what I'm saying? And if you guys have time to stay around to see like what she talking like, and then after that, I have a whole nother quiz I wanted to take. Maybe I'll do that one first. So basically the quiz that I wanted to take was, last night we're driving around and I asked him this question specifically because, he was feeling himself. He had a couple. He was just in the zone. I was driving, by the way, so no worries there. But, he was just feeling himself and he was just, And so I felt like it was the perfect time for him to be extra honest. So I'm driving. I was like, let me ask you a question. And he's like, what's up? And I was like, so what's the most thing that, like, what's one thing that you don't like about me? Like, what's the giving? And he was like, what'd he say? He was like, there's really only one thing I can think of, and that's you're very frantic. And I was just like, okay. So he said frantic, and then it made me think, when I saw this quiz online, I found an OCD quiz, and I feel like that's the closest thing I could find to, like, franticness. Not to say that I'm OCD or anything like that. Oh, no. Here, hold on. Hopefully it won't make me take a... Okay. Well, yeah, let's just jump into the OCD thing really quick. So, I'm about to start the quiz. Let's go ahead and see the first question. How much control do you have over your obsessive thoughts? How much control do I have over them? I'm going to say, okay, what would you consider little to no control? Because I feel like that's like probably the extreme of having, oh, sorry. Let me make sure you're still on. Okay, so it says, how much control do you have over your obsessive thoughts? And so it's like multiple choice. So the first option is moderate control. The next one is lots of control. The next one is full control. And then the other one is little to no control. I'm going to say little to no control. At first, now that I read it, I really will say that because I really will have racing thoughts that are revolving. And I feel like at that point, you don't have no control of it. Like, certain people, I feel like what full control and lots of control or moderate control is where, like, something could kind of come to your head and you're able to let that thought pass. You know what I'm saying? And it won't ruin your day. It won't fuck up your weeks. It won't, you know what I'm saying? It won't be like that. So, I'm going to say little to no control. Let's see here. How do I... Okay, so the next question is, how much time a day do you have obsessive thoughts? So the first option is not at all. The second one is 0 to 1 hours. The third option is 3 to 8 or more. And then the fourth option is 1 to 3 hours. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just like being like really open right now, but I'm going to say a full 3 to 8 or more because I be just on one. So then the next one is I get upset if objects are not arranged properly. No. Not on the level of how I know OCD could be. No, because if you could see my desk right now, oh, bitch. So a little bit, not at all, a lot, moderate. Okay, so if I'm speaking just about me and Theron is super funny because he will literally take something out, and I feel like my mom's gonna comment and be like, girl, that's you too. But let me just give like straight cut to the point answer, right? So Theron will come over here, and then for whatever reason, like, you'll just know everything he did. You'll know he's here because his shoes will be flopped all around my room. You'll know he weighed himself because the scale will be off of the wall and literally dead center in the middle of the bathroom floor. You'll know he'll brush his teeth because it's just those sorts of things. But I'm not upset that they're not back. I just more be like, damn, like, do you really feel like I'm a maid or something? You know what I'm saying? So it would just be like that, but never just mad, like, oh my god, like, put it right back, like, put it back in that exact spot. Like, it's never that. So let's see here. Should I say a little bit or not at all? Like, based off of my breakdown and what I just told you guys, like, I feel like, would you consider that to be a little bit? I feel like not. That'd be like anybody's thing. Like, put the freaking scale back. Like, why is it in the middle of the floor? I could trip over this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like one of those OCD things. So let's just go ahead and say not at all. Let's see here. I feel I have to repeat certain numbers. Okay, I'm scared to say yes to this one, and then there be a following question that's more up my alley where I should have said yes to, because I don't ever repeat certain numbers, but I repeat certain things. Now, if you know me, you know. I will check to see if I have my keys a million, thousand, hundred, gajillion times, like all the time. So that's kind of why I want to say yes here, but I don't want to fuck myself over in the next question ask something similar to that. What do you guys think? Okay. I don't repeat certain numbers though. Should I just say no? But I do make sure I have. Okay, I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to say not at all. Because you know what though? I do. When I'm drinking or if I'm walking, I count. But never to a certain. Yeah, I do. When I'm drinking, I count to the number 10. T-bitch. And yeah, when I'm walking, I don't know the specific number. I notice that I count when I walk. So it's funny. I guess I'll say, what would you say, moderately or a little bit? I'll say moderately. It's not letting me like, okay, whatever. It wasn't letting me like click on it. Do you ever fear germs from people or the environment and engage in excessive cleaning? If so, how often? Okay, no. I don't necessarily think that I'm like a crazy ass germaphobe. One thing that Theron will tell you though is like, don't touch my face. Because, and I feel like I have a reason for it, and I feel like OCD people definitely have their triggers and their reasons too, but I feel like for me, I have really sensitive skin, and if you've known me for a minute, like, you know my skin used to be so awful. So I don't really like my face being touched because I feel like it's just gonna be prone for breakouts, and that's why I don't do that. But now I feel like, is it giving excuses? Like, bitch, go ahead and say yes. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. But I'm never a germaphobe. Like, also, you know what I'm saying? Really don't want to make it seem like it's that when it's not. I'll say rarely. That's fair. Rarely. Okay. So the next one is, do you engage in rituals that provide temporary relief to your anxiety, such as counting, checking, or cleaning? I would say counting and checking for sure. Okay, so one thing that's actually, oh, damn, I feel like so I noticed that if you touch it when you're scrolling up, it like pre-selects that one. Okay, cool. So I fixed it. Do you engage in rituals that provide temporary relief in your anxiety, such as counting, checking, or cleaning? I feel like checking, but I feel like that may be rare. So I'll do rarely. I'll choose that as an option. It's not letting me. I thought I fixed it, but I didn't. Damn, why isn't it not working? All right, moving to the next one. If your job performance, home life, or social relationships significantly affect, is your job performance, home life, or social relationships significantly affected by your obsessive thinking or ritual behaviors? Very often. I'll say that. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so next one is, do you experience the need to constantly check on some? I literally told you I didn't want to say, I literally said I didn't want to say yes to the number thing, even though, okay, I realize I do count, so that's fine, but I'm saying I didn't want to say yes to the number thing because I didn't know if they were going to ask me something similar, like right now. Okay, we're still on. Anyways, so let's go ahead back. So it says, hold on. Sorry, I just lost my spot. So it says, do you experience the need to constantly check on something, repeatedly check? it's quoted. Repeatedly check to be sure doors are locked, light switches and appliances are off, or arrange the order of things. I'm going to say very often because of the keys. It's bad. It's literally to the point where my friends, they'll, like, if we're all riding together and they're riding in my car, they'll be standing by each other and they're just looking at me because they're waiting for me to call it out, like, keys, keys, keys. Okay, like, I got my keys. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to the next one. So I collect things I don't need. I feel like who doesn't? Like, unless you're dead ass a minimalist, like, who don't? You know what I'm saying? Like, but never to the point where I'm hoarding. Like, I wouldn't say that. Right? Collect things I don't need. Collect things I don't need. Okay, a little bit. Fine, I'll say a little bit. Because who doesn't? Like I said. Let's see. Do you experience intrusive thoughts that are aggressive, harm to yourself or others, or about taboo topics? I don't really like where it says harm to yourself or others because I don't think those, but I almost, like, I feel like I know what taboo is, but, like, right off the dome, I'm kind of, like, hesitant to answer this question because I don't want to say yes to anything you know what I'm saying, like, not certain about. Do you experience, I do experience intrusive thoughts, but never aggressive in such ways as harming myself or others. So I really don't know how to, very often, never, rarely. I'm going to say never because that's not true. And they specifically put harm yourself or others, and that's not true. I have saved up to many things that, I have saved up so many things that they get in the way. I feel like in which way, though? Save up so many things that they get in the way. Like, you're behind on responsibilities, save up on things like personal items. I really don't know that one. If we're talking about responsibilities, I'll say moderately, because, yeah. Let's see here. How much obsessive thoughts bother you? To a great extent, not at all, to a slight extent, to a moderate extent. I would say to a great extent. But I wish that they were more specific. I almost want to know, like, okay, anyways, I'll talk to you guys about that later. Let's see here. Who were you in past I'm reading the wrong thing. My bad. I feel compelled to count while I'm doing things. Yes, I do. I'll say a little bit, though, because it's not, like, so many different things throughout the day. It's usually, like, one thing. Like, two things that I can think of, like walking or drinking, like, a drink. Let's see here. I get upset if others change the way I have arranged things. Oh, no. No. I thought I was going to say changing plans. Okay. Do you attempt to ignore/suppress these unwanted thoughts, images, or engage in another activity like counting, washing hands, checking repeatedly to see if, I feel like they already asked that, to neutralize them? If so, how often? I'm going to say no. Not out of those examples that they gave. Do you spend, I just spit everywhere. Okay. Do you spend at least 1 hour a day thinking obsessive thoughts or performing ritual? Did they not ask this already? In attempt to avoid Angus? If so, how often? Okay, I'm going to say very often, because I'm going to use how they're saying ritual behavior, because they give examples, so I'm just going to say, like, in my own way, like, yeah. Okay, let's see here. How much do obsessive thoughts affect your personal, social, or professional life? To a great extent, but I swear to God, we've answered this already. Okay, so the next question is, how often do you try to ignore or suppress obsessive thoughts? The first option, I sometimes try but have no control over them. The second option, very often. The third option, I rarely try, I have to succumb to them. The fourth option, all the time. So I feel like I'm going to choose the first one because I do try to like ignore those things, but then they still bother me at the same time. So let's see here. Do you ever experience repetitive, do you ever experience unwanted, repetitive, and persistent thoughts that cause you anxiety? Very often. Let's see here. Okay, I think I may be done. Wait, did they already, like, load up the answers? That was kind of fast. Is you judging me or no? Wait, okay, is the worst of times. That's an advertisement. Did I just take this whole test for no fucking reason? I think I just took this test for no reason. I thought there was going to be like a submit all your answers. Let's give you a nice little ratio, percentage of where you fall. There's not anything like that here. I'm scrolling all the way down. I'm pissed. Sign up to get new quizzes. What's the point if you're not going to give me a grade? Did I answer all of them? Maybe I didn't answer all of them. Let me scroll down really quick. Answered. I'm stuck. I'm going to be... Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I did miss one. So let's scroll back down to see if that changes anything. Okay, wait, let's see here. Oh, so it says high risk of OCD. You seem to have many symptoms indicating of OCD. If you're struggling, be sure to contact a specialist. You can have a better quality of life. We are rooting for you. We were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. Internet. What do they know? I'm just kidding. So, that was that one. I did have planned to do the love language quiz, but maybe we'll go ahead and do that another day just because you guys, it's already been 43 minutes and that one already took forever. If you guys made it this far, thank you so much. But okay, you guys, so you already know, go ahead if you made it this far, send me a nice little DM on Instagram. And it could be an audio message, specifically an audio message, you guys, because I want to be able to play it in the beginning of my future podcast. Send me an audio message of anything for a chance to be featured in my next and upcoming episodes on Moody Booty. So with this podcast in the beginning of it will actually have the very first featured audio message. So I'm super excited to, it's because it's so funny to me. So hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, definitely go ahead and send that to me. My Instagram is LASIAALU Instagram. So that's my Instagram. I don't really know why I said Instagram. That's my Instagram. That really didn't make any sense. But let's see here. Yeah, I think I pretty much touched on everything that I wanted to. Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you get anything from this, take quizzes. Okay, they're kind of fun. I liked that. I really never considered myself having OCD because I feel like when you see OCD like on TV and people like talking about it, I feel like it's usually like cleaning or like specific order and that type of thing. So I feel like I was almost like, I feel like I just need to be more educated in it because I thought it was just like a don't touch that, I need to check that 11 times type of thing versus just obsessing period over things. So if that is what it is, like I definitely would have to look into that because that was actually very, very interesting. I'm kind of happy that I did that quiz. Let's see, and then the next thing, come here, turn me up. All right, I'm not gonna yell. The next thing is have sex. After this video, if possible, go tear some shit down right now. I don't care. Even if it's to yourself, do that. Yes. Like when I say, yeah, I'm not going to say it, but okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys to it. And also get cute. Get cute for you though. And that definitely doesn't mean makeup, but if it does for you, put some makeup on, girl. If it means touching up your hair, touch that hair up. If it means picking out a new outfit, if it means just being natural, and if that's what makes you feel feminine and beautiful and alive and bliss, do that. But do in which ways will make you feel good. I feel like this weekend I just felt super glowy, and it's so crazy to see just what eyeliner could do, and I just feel pretty in that way. Like I feel like I could breathe. Like I just feel comfortable, and I just feel very, very nice. Last thing I want to say is be around somebody or people, individuals, places, things, pets that could also give you that sort of comfort, happiness, peacefulness, and things like that. So without further ado, I'll go ahead and stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in my next episode. So I think for starters, I know I was just in the middle of saying bye, but talking about my next episode for a minute, I think what I'm going to do is upload on Mondays, and if a second video comes out in the week, I think it will just have to pop out when it pops out. But I'm going to go ahead and start uploading on Mondays. If you guys have any future topics or anything like that you would want to talk about, if you would even want to be on the show, possibly, let me know. Send me that DM, and we can connect that for sure. One thing I also want to do is look into webcam podcasts. So if you are out of the state or whatever, I feel like we should try to do like a nice little trial video to see how it goes, because I'm interested in that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, officially stop here, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.